I was out inspecting the infrastructure in Altus Plateau when I had some invasive thoughts about my son. I think it's time that I give Morgoth a visit in the capital. So I arrived at Leyndell. And come to find out, my intuition was correct. I am a good father. All jokes aside, I'm rune level 25, and I got summoned into Leyndell. I usually only get summoned into Leyndell in the mid-levels in the 50s and the 70s. So I got a guy here who's definitely being carried by an over-leveled phantom, and on top of that, he's also Rune Arced. So I decided I was going to play a little bit more defensively than usual, just getting myself between them and the fogwall, and making sure that they get harassed by all of the PvE on their way up the tree. This day in particular, I'd been running across just waves of honest PvE players the entire time I was invading, and this was a first for the day. This is the first and only time I've been summoned into Leyndell at the low levels, and I knew I was going to be dealing with an overlevel phantom. And honestly, this was a welcome change of pace. And I knew because of the survivability that my resources I would have to manage very well, and I also knew because of the power discrepancies I would have to do as much as I could to turn and burn, harass and run, and use the PvE and the environment to my advantage. My goal here is just to get them to burn through a few flasks, get harassed by these knights to the point where they're a little bloodied and bruised before they make their way up the tree. Now right here I had an opportunity to press a little bit further, but instead I decided to play more passively. I was really out for the win and I didn't want to be risky, but this was a golden opportunity that I could have pressed my advantage, and instead I hang back and allow them an opportunity to get a warming stone in, as you can see a little bit later in this section. And because I backed off, they were able to slip by me. You can see them climb up the dragon wing right now. And again, I'm making sure I'm keeping myself placed between them and the fog wall the entire time.